Hey guys, welcome back. Bodie101 here, and we're back in the world of Infinity Skyblock Evolved, picking up right where we left off. So last episode, we got ourselves our refinery going, and we kind of botched it a little bit, but whatever. It's going, so. Alright, so now, like I said before, we are going to jump right into making ourselves a tank. Alright, so we need 34 sheet metal blocks and 4 treated wood fences. That should not be that big of a deal. So, well, there's the treated wood fences. That was damn easy. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some of this and see how many of these we can make. So like that, like that, like that, like that. With a little bit of this around. Perfect. That's not what we wanted. Sheet metal. How do we make that? Got the recipes confused. Oh, it's even easier. Alright, so that gives us 12. So we are going to need a little bit more. And this guy is doing everything he can. And I know this is a much better return. You guys are going to yell at me. But I want to get this done. So I know this is a little bit of a waste, but hey, it gets it done. But those are still cooking, so we will have those for next time. Okay. So let's go, and we are trying to get to the magic number of 34. So let's do that, and we're good. Alright, so let's go build this. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm actually going to want to grab just a little bit of cobble. That should be more than enough. Now this thing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's a 3 by 3. It looks like. Okay. All right, but I'm gonna want to build this. I'm actually gonna build this a couple blocks up. So we're gonna go like here, 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 and well, we'll leave that one there for now. And I'll show you guys why. All right. So, now to build this, we take these guys, we go here, 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 and here, and then we should be able to put that like that and get this one back. Okay. Now let's look at this. So it does that. Okay. Alright, then we just go up, hollow, up, hollow, up. So 3 layers of hollow with a top. Okay, so that should be pretty simple. Alright, so 3 layers of hollow. So there's 1. There's 2 and 3. And finally, a nice little layer on top. Now, this thing seems gigantic. Now, but if we click it with the hammer, wrong hammer. There we go. There we go. There it is. There we have it. Now we probably didn't have to put it up on the blocks, but I wanted the access to this to be pretty easy. So, all right. So now we have our pipes. So we should be able to, that's weird. That's very odd how that did that. Okay, we should be able to pop just like that. I love, love, love how these pipes work. Okay, so let's go ahead and harvest up some potatoes. Oh wait, that's what I want to do. That's right. So before we do this, let's go ahead and break this one and this one real quick. And then let's go ahead and grab these tanks and put it like that. Then we go in here, and on the top we're going to push. And now it is emptying out into our tank. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't have a GUI. Really doesn't tell anything when we look at it. But that little indicator there should show us when it is its filled level. Let's go ahead and sleep so that we get a little bit more light over there. I don't think things can spawn on top of it. I don't know. All right, so now we got our biodiesel pumping in. Slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Let's grab the other one. We'll stick it right here. And then we're going to make the left side push. So now this should be going down as well. All right. I really wish this thing had a thing on it. Now I think we can pump in and out of this block, which is exactly what I wanted. So while we wait for that to pump, let's go ahead and make ourselves up some more juice, because we want to kind of have this thing kind of burns through this biodiesel pretty quick. So this is going to be, at least for now, until we can get a better potato and, or sorry, pototi and wheat situation, auto harvesting situation going on. This is probably going to be one of those, we turn it on, we get a bunch of power, we turn it off type of thing, like what you do a lot of time with like a big generator, a big reactor when, you know, early on when you don't have a lot of uranium in it. So, all right, let's get as much as we can, because we're still waiting for those tanks to fill in. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and make sure we got all the wheat, all the potatoes. Got a little rogue guy over here. Did I miss any over here? All right, so let's go ahead and convert these. And because I need to test to make sure this is going to work, and I'm kind of nervous about it. So this is going, so this should be getting ethanol. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter which side it goes into. Let's get the plant seeds in there. All right, let's go check on this. So you can see there's a little sliver of like a dark red right there. That is literally both of these tanks. So this thing is kind of a beast. All right, so you can see we're already getting that in there. So let's grab our pipes and pop these on like that, and we should be losing it. Awesome, that's good. So now it's going in here. That little sliver is ever so slightly growing. And yeah, so we burned through that pretty quick. So okay, so now we are making plant oil, we are making ethanol, we are converting them together into biodiesel fuel, very good for the environment. We are pumping it out of our refinery into our tank up top, and now it is time to make something out of it. So first and foremost, I'm going to grab a little bit of cobble. And I'm going to once again, stop doing that. I'm once again going to extend our platform out a bit more. God, this just looks so cool. I just love the immersive engineering, the immersive engineering blocks. They are so awesome. All right, so our platform is definitely becoming much, much larger, and that is awesome. All right. Probably go out 2 more layers just to make sure we give ourselves enough power. Now, we are going to have to start working on getting some more power storage, because like I said, this thing should run some decent amount of power. All right. Now, this one is a pretty big multi-block, so we're going to actually... Oh, there went my pick. All right, don't screw up, Modi. So we are going to have to probably do a decent amount of crafting. I think it's going to be more elements than our previous machines we made so far. So, okay. All right, good. And boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Look at that. I did it without messing up. Yay. All right, let's get some light on the situation over here, and there we go. All right, so move some of this stuff out of the way. Now, let's see. Let's see if we have the materials needed to make the biodiesel generator. All right. So we pop into here, we go back, and now we are looking at heavy machinery, biodiesel. And let's see. Where's the generator? Biodiesel generator. There we go. All right, so this actually isn't that bad. So basically what this is going to take is 6 generator blocks. Okay, that's these black ones on the back. 9 radiator blocks. Those are the orange ones in the front. And 27 heavy engineering blocks. So now, if in the last episode you were maybe just a skew curious why I made so many pistons, that's why. All right, so let's start with the hardest part. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple stacks of steel. Let's get some copper. Let's get some electrum. All right. So, 27 heavy engineering blocks. We actually only need to make 26 because we already have one. So, heavy engineering blocks. Let's see. So, we're going to need 26 of these. So, we'll start there. All right. When I was saying this is like the biggest build, I was kind of forgetting this with the arc furnace, so that might be what it has to do. All right, so there is 13, and I ran out of steel. Oh, let's get another stack. Let's go ahead and go into this, and let's see, that puts us at 23, 25, exactly 27. Perfect. Okay, so now the next thing we have to make, those are the ones we made a million times before. Now we're going to go ahead and make the radiator blocks. So let's look that up. Red eye. All right. Where are they at? Am I missing? Oh, there it is. Okay, so these take copper, steel, and a bucket of water. And we were going to need, I already forgot, 9 radiator blocks. So let's go ahead and grab our bucket. We have copper, we have steel. I'm not sure if we have enough, but we have them. So let's go ahead, pop over here. And unfortunately, we're going to, see, I hate when it does that. Hate it, hate it. Hate it. Hate it when it does that. Alright, and let's wrap these around like so. So there is 2. So we're going to actually have to make 10 of these. That's the only bad thing that kind of drives me crazy is that it seems like in this mod, in a lot of the builds, it's all odd-numbered amounts you need. But then it only makes it in evens, you know, so super annoying. Okay, we just need to make 2 more sets and we will be good with that. And hopefully we won't run into a problem there. There's 2 more. 1 more. Okay. And finally we go here. Alright, so we got those now. Now we need to make generator blocks. And let's see, a whole bunch of generators in here, but we are looking for, you know, I'm just going to bring up the immersive engineering mod. A lot easier. Alright, so we are looking for the generator blocks. I think these are going to be the trickiest ones we have to make. Lightning rod base. We should try that sometime. I've never made one of those. What was I looking for? Generator blocks. They're orange. Where are they at? Orange blocks. Come out and play with Modi. Come on, play with Modi. Yes, I know you guys already see it, but I don't. So, shh. What is that? Nope, that's not it. Seriously? There it is. Told you I'd find it. Alright, so we need 6 of these. Okay, so it's a bunch of steel, some electrum, not a problem. Here is, we need to make 3, count them, 3 kinetic dynamos. So we'll take this piece by piece. So electrum wire coil. So we need a whole bunch of MV wire with some iron ingots in the middle. Okay, so we already got ourselves some sticks. We'll grab this just in case. we will grab ourselves... Oh, God, we're almost... Seriously, we have one nugget left? Alright, so we need to... Oh, wait, I have 24 electrum on me. Okay. Don't know if this is going to be enough, so let's look at this. Let's get exact numbers. I lost it again. There it is. Okay. So I need 8, 16, 24. Alright, let's see what we can do. I need 24. And this gives us... Wait, did I do it wrong? It gives us 2 per. Yeah, we are not going to have enough electrum, so we are definitely going to have to get some more electrum cooking. Let's see where we can get first and foremost. My treated wood. You know, let's just make as much of this in the 6 as we can. Alright, so there's that. And then we go like this. And that gives us 12. So we are a ways off. Okay. Electrum is... I have to remember... Electrum is... silver and gold. So let's just do it that way. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves... You know what? Grab a stack of gold. And a stack of silver. We don't use silver for much stuff. And let's get this cooking. Let's shut this off, right? I can never tell if this thing is on or off. Alright, well, I guess we're going to find out here. Stabilize redstone. Boom. Get that cooking up first. Do I have electrum in here? Alright. Actually, I don't even think it'll pour out because this will be in the way first, so... Let's get this cooking, and we'll throw in some of this. How's our... We're doing good on that. Alright, that is in. Let's get this in, and then we'll put in the last 2 bits at the end. Come on, Silver. Silver, away! Go. You're making me sad. I want to build this thing this episode. Refreshing. Alright, so we got ourselves some electrum. Let's pop this and this in there. And let's turn this bad boy on. And I'm even going to pop out a couple of blocks so that I can get it a scooch faster so we can get going on this. Oh, I hate how slow this thing is. Come on. Give me one more. One more block. Come on. Do I have iron on me? I don't. I'm going to clean up my inventory in between episodes. That is a for sure. Gimme! Alright. So we'll start with this, and we'll grab what's in here. Okay. So we needed 8, 16, 24, I believe, of the electrum wires. I keep doing that wrong. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, it gets us... Oh, that gets us to 24 exactly. Alright. Let's grab ourselves a few pieces of iron. And then we just pop the iron in here. We wrap these guys around like so. We got those. Okay, cool. Let's go get this cobble out of our inventory real quick. Let's go ahead and throw these pistons in here. Throw these tanks in here, that and that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so back to our generator block. Alright, so we got that. That's not a problem, that's not a problem. So now we need to make redstone. We need treated wood planks. Okay, so I need to make some more treated wood. So let's go ahead and not take all of it. Let's not be greedy. Let's go ahead and take another, let's go 24 this time. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3 bottles. Let's pop this in here real quick, like that, and like that. Perfect. Okay. We need some redstone. 1, not 2, not that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And was there something else I needed? Do you know how much it sucks to have such a bad memory? And boom. What am I missing? And I need lead and some more of that electrum. See what we got so far. Perfect. A little bit of the lead. There we go. Not too many. All right, so I need to make 3 of... What am I doing here? There it is. Okay, this does make 2. Okay. I need 3 of these. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? I didn't grab enough wood. No, I did. What the hell am I missing then? God, I hate losing things. I have that. Treated wood, electrum, iron. Am I out of iron? I'm out of stupid iron. Give me that. Alright, let's try this one more time. Alright, there's that, and that, and that. Boom. There we go. Perfect. And then we go like so. Redstone. That's way too much redstone for one person. It's very fatty. The redstone is very fatty. Alright. 3. Perfect. And 2. Damn it. What did I run out of? I ran out of steel, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. That's fine. Let's do this. And boom and boom. Perfect. There we go. All right, let's clean up some of this stuff in our inventory, because I don't know if I'm going to need any more of it right now. Let's put the copper away, and that's fine. Okay. So I may end up, you know, I'm going to make one more pickaxe, or another pickaxe, because I'm probably going to end up breaking this thing, because I want to set it up just right. Pick. Cobble pick. Is it the regular way? It is. Okay, good. Wasn't sure. I know it seems weird that I looked up a cobble pick, but 3, 1, 2. And you may ask yourself, why aren't you making tinkers? Oh, because I don't care. That's why. It's a skyblock. What do I need to mine? All right. So let's go set this up the first time here and kind of see what we're looking at. Now, my main thing is I want it set up to where the fluid's going to be near the front. So, all right. So it is going to be a 5 by 3. So it's the same size as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it like that. So we want to I'm going to put the generator blocks up front here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to go generator blocks, and then I believe it's then it's heavy engineering, right? Yeah. So a 3 by 3, and then finally this, and then pretty much it just mimics this all the way up. So it does that. Does that, and then it just does this all the way up, if I remember correctly. It's actually not a very difficult one to build. It is a little heavy on the steel. Okay, so we grab our hammer and we smack it. We smack it somewhere. I don't remember where we smack it. Right there. There we go. There is our biodiesel generator. Now, it also does not have a GUI. So let's see if I need to turn this around. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the power output up top, and the liquids come in the side. So I'm actually going to want to turn it. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to actually break almost all of it down. Almost. Just this and that. All right. So we'll do that, and then we'll put these here now. Then we'll take these down. Couldn't remember if the liquids went in the front or in the sides, and it is in the sides. So, and then we'll make a couple little more pipes. I don't know why I said a couple little more, but we are going to make a few more pipes. All right. And let's go ahead and smack it with a hammer. There we go. You know what? Good enough. I don't feel like moving it again. All right, let's go make a few more of the pipes. And then we're also going to want to make ourselves a lever. And we are going to take this bad boy for a spin. So, I don't want a ton of these. I only really need them to get to... Nope. Over to that thing. Alright, so that should be more than enough. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple pieces of wood, piece of cobble, make a regular lever. And there we go. Alright, and then got our whole setup back here. It's so cool looking. Alright, so we're going to throw the lever right here. That is the on-off control for it. And then let's go ahead and get our pipes. And we're going to pipe out. I'm hoping this is how it works. Okay. Like I said, now here we go. Now this is really cool because there's a giant fan back there. Okay. So did that go down? This is why I kind of don't like the fact that we can't that this doesn't have a GUI. This is obviously empty. These are obviously empty. Everything's in here. Obviously we can pump in. Okay. What if I smack it with a hammer? Oh, that didn't help. Alright, see, that's diesel generator. Okay, it just... Now, maybe we need someplace for the power to go. It's been a while since I made one of these, so I'm trying to remember. So let's go ahead. And I don't know if MV is going to be... Is this MV compatible? God, I hope so. Alright. This might be LV. Or HV, high voltage. High voltage! Alright, let's try this. Okay. And then we're just going to string this. For now, we're just going to run it back into the grid up here. Get up on the pipe. Okay. Please don't blow up. Alright. Is this not pumping into here? I may have to do a little research, and by research I mean read the comments because you're yelling at me. So I can obviously pump into the bottom. We've established that. Can I not pump out of the bottom? Do I have to pump out of the top? How many do I have? You know what? Let's just go for it. I'm not going to wait till next episode. Pumping out of the top would be, in my opinion, dumb. Because that's not how gravity works, but whatever. Alright, let's... Can you let me do this? Come on. Come on. Grab some cobble. I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Because you would think pump into the top, pump out the bottom. Because of, the rotation of the earth. But whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with it. Give me my pipes. Okay. Probably be smarter if we had both of them on our hotbar. Okay. So pipe, 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 pipe. Alright, we are now hooked up to the top. Now the funny part is we don't technically need the tank. I just thought it would be fancy. Let's look in the book real quick. Let's be smart. Okay, structures build, okay, blah, 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 engineers, hammer. Fuel is to be inputted at the bottom corners of the generator, whereas energy will be outputted to the top three connectors. Generator outputs will be split between all connecting points. Small terminal on the side will turn on and off the generator if supplied with a redstone signal. You can mirror the generator by clicking the top corner of the generator side with the engineering hammer. Okay, biodiesel fuel. Okay. So, yeah, let's just double. I mean, obviously it turned into a generator, so it's fine. A diesel generator is one of the few ways of generating this sort of energy. It is created as a complex body, so other types of this will full. Due to its high output, it will work through fuel very quickly, so make sure you have sufficient fuel production to run it. It might be fascinating, but it is very useful unless you have a generator that can actually... Okay, well, I'll have to mess with this in between episodes because we are way over, so... Alright, guys, wait. We did it. We made it. That's all we want to do. And the pipes look a little gawky. I don't like it. So let me know. I'll play with it a little bit in between episodes and make sure it's up and running by the time we come back. But we did it, kids. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. Until the next episode of Skyblock Evolved Infinity Super Mega Pack. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.